Every successful person starts their day with one thing in mind: purpose. They don't just wake up because the alarm rang, they wake up because they have a mission. There is a fire inside them that pushes them out of bed before most people have even opened their eyes. It's not about the time they wake up, it's about why they wake up. Purpose gives you strength on days you feel weak, clarity on days you feel confused, and direction when life throws chaos at you. When successful people wake up, they don't reach for their phone, they reach for their discipline. They get up, breathe deeply, center their thoughts, and remind themselves who they are, what they want, and where they are going. Ask yourself each morning, what is my intention today? Not what do I have to do, but who am I becoming? A person without a morning purpose is like a ship without a compass, drifting, reacting, surviving. A person with purpose steers their day with confidence. They don't hope life works out. They build it brick by brick, habit by habit. This habit is not about motivational quotes or hype, it's about identity. When you see yourself as someone valuable, someone with potential, someone destined for greatness, your actions automatically change. You don't hit snooze. You don't waste the morning scrolling. You rise, and you rise with meaning. Build a morning ritual that forces you to face your dreams. Sit for 2 minutes in complete silence, breathe deeply, and calm your mind. Speak your goals out loud, visualize your future self, whisper gratitude for another chance to chase your dreams. When you wake up, your mind is fresh, your energy is untouched, your focus is sharp. Do not let the world hijack your thoughts before you take control of them. Successful people protect their mornings like gold because they know how you start your day shapes everything that follows. And remember, discipline beats motivation. There will be days you don't feel like waking up early, days when the bed feels too comfortable and the world feels too heavy. Those are the days that define you. Average people quit on those days. Successful people rise on those days, even when it hurts, even when it's hard, especially then. Your future self is waiting for you to stop acting like someone who hopes to succeed and start acting like someone built to succeed. Wake up with purpose every day, because the world does not give success to those who wait, it rewards those who rise. Success is never accidental, it is designed. If you wake up and let the world decide how your day will go, you're already defeated. Successful people don't live by chance, they live by choice and structure. They don't wait to see what happens, they decide what will happen. Planning is not about controlling every detail, it's about owning your time, protecting your priorities, and directing your energy with intention. Time is the ultimate currency. Everyone gets 24 hours, but only the successful use them like an investment, not like loose change. Before the day begins, successful people sit with themselves, not with notifications, not with chaos, just themselves. They ask, what must be done today? What moves me closer to my goals? What can I eliminate, delegate, or delay? What will make me proud at the end of this day? They don't create a long wish list, they create a battle plan. 3 key targets, 3 wins, 3 actions that, if completed, move their life forward. That is strategy. That is discipline. That is how success compounds. When you plan your day, you become the architect of your destiny, not a victim of distraction. Most people are busy, yet unproductive. They run all day but go nowhere, like a hamster on a wheel. Successful people move with direction. Even slow progress becomes powerful when it is focused progress. When you write your tasks down, something incredible happens. Your brain stops carrying stress and starts operating with clarity. This creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence, and confidence builds character. Your plan should not just include work tasks. A successful day includes white heavy checkmark time for growth, learning, reading, skills. White heavy checkmark time for productivity, work that matters. White heavy checkmark time for health, movement, good food, breathing. White heavy checkmark time for silence, reflection, grounding. White heavy checkmark time for gratitude and connection. Balance is not found. It is created through planning. Do not confuse planning with procrastination. Planning is not about thinking more, it's about thinking ahead and acting better. When you plan, you reduce stress, save time, and eliminate guesswork. You don't drift into distractions, you walk into purpose. Every night or early morning, take 10 minutes and plan. That single habit has changed ordinary lives into extraordinary ones. It builds self-respect because you stop breaking promises to yourself. And when you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. Life is not a movie, there is no script unless you write it. So write your day like you're writing your future, because you are. Plan your day. Direct your life. Success doesn't happen someday, it happens in your daily schedule. Every successful person understands a powerful truth. Your mind is your greatest asset. Your life can only grow as far as your mind allows it. If your thinking is small, your results will be small. If your thoughts are scattered and weak, your actions will be scattered and weak. Success isn't built with muscles, it's built with mindset. That is why successful people dedicate time every single day to mental growth. They treat learning like breathing, something they must do to survive and evolve. Before they give their energy to the world, they give knowledge to themselves. They read, they listen, they observe, they learn, not because someone forced them, not because school demanded it, but because growth is a personal responsibility. Books, podcasts, mentors, experiences, all of these feed the mind. But true learning is not only consuming information, it's shaping your thinking, challenging old beliefs, and developing new perspectives. Most people wake up and feed their phone, their notifications, their desires, their distractions. Successful people wake up and feed their mindset, their vision, and their future. Ask yourself, what am I learning today? How am I getting 1% better every day? What knowledge am I adding to my life? Which habit or belief am I upgrading? Do you know why this matters? Because your thoughts become your actions become your habits, and your habits become your results. If you want a different life, start with a different mind. Invest 30-60 minutes each morning in something that elevates you. Blue book, reading a book, headphone, listening to self-growth audio, studying success stories, brain practicing focus and self-awareness, writing insights in a journal. You don't need to read a book in one day. You just need to read every day. One page a day is still growth. One lesson a day is progress. Consistency beats intensity always. And here is the secret: successful people don't learn for praise. They don't learn to look smart. They learn because they know the world respects thinkers, problem solvers, creators, not complainers and followers. This habit separates the many who wish from the few who achieve. The world is full of people seeking entertainment, but the successful seek education. Feed your mind daily. Guard your thoughts. Train your mindset. Because the strongest version of you lives in your thoughts first and then in your reality. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is freedom. Make learning your morning fuel. Your future self is watching, and it will thank you. In a world full of noise, distraction is easy. Discipline is rare. And that is why focus is a superpower. Every successful person practices the art of protecting their attention. They know one brutal truth: you don't fail because you are not capable, you fail because you are distracted. Your goals are not being defeated by lack of talent or opportunity, but by notifications, scrolling, procrastination, and mental chaos. Success demands clarity, and clarity requires focus. Successful people don't chase everything, they choose what matters and they commit to it fully. They don't multitask their dreams, they single task their mission. When it's time to work, they disconnect from noise, silence their phone, ignore temptations, and dive deep into their task. They know 60 minutes of pure focus is more powerful than 6 hours of scattered effort. Focus is not just about attention, it's about intention. It's choosing what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Ask yourself, what am I giving my attention to? Is it bringing me closer to my goals or pulling me away from them? Most people waste hours on distractions and then complain they have no time for growth. Successful people eliminate distractions and then build success with that saved time. They live by rules like no phone during deep work, no social media first thing in the morning. Say no more often. Define a clear goal before starting any task. Work in focused time blocks. Protect mental space like it's sacred. If you don't control your attention, the world will control it for you. And if the world controls your attention, it owns your time. And if it owns your time, it owns your life. Focus gives you power. Distraction steals your future quietly. Great achievements don't come from doing 1,000 things halfway. They come from doing one thing with your whole heart, your whole mind, your whole effort. Your success will not come from being busy, it will come from being focused. Busy people look active. Focused people produce results. Train your mind to concentrate. Strengthen your discipline muscle. Create a routine where your environment supports your goals, not your weaknesses. When you master focus, you stop being a wanderer in life and become a creator of destiny. Remember, the world is loud. Success is quiet. Your dream is too big to compete with every distraction, so silence the noise and listen to your future calling you. Protect your attention, because where focus goes, success flows. Success isn't only mental, it is also physical. Your body is the engine that carries your dreams, and no dream survives a weak machine. Successful people understand a hard truth. You cannot perform at your highest level with low energy, a tired mind, and a neglected body. They don't exercise just to look good, they exercise to think better, feel stronger, and operate with power. They treat health like a responsibility, not an option. Every great leader, creator, entrepreneur, and athlete knows this rule. If you don't take care of your body will eventually stop you from chasing your goals. Your energy is your fuel. Energy gives you drive, clarity, confidence, and discipline. Without it, even simple tasks feel like mountains. That's why successful people move their bodies daily, whether it's a morning workout, a quick jog, yoga, or stretching, a gym session, home exercises, brisk walking. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. A 20-minute workout daily beats 2 hours once in a while. They eat to fuel themselves, not to escape boredom. They choose foods that help them think sharper and feel alive, not foods that slow them down. They drink water because hydration isn't just physical, it affects the mind, mood, and focus. And most importantly, they rest. Rest is not laziness, it is recovery. A tired mind makes emotional decisions. A rested mind makes powerful decisions. The world glorifies being busy, hustling nonstop, bragging about no sleep, but smart achievers know the truth. Burnout destroys dreams faster than failure ever will. They don't run themselves into exhaustion. They build routines that create sustainable greatness. Regular sleep, physical activity, proper nutrition, stretching and mobility, deep breathing, nature time, mental rest, and here's something many ignore. Your body affects your confidence. When you move daily, something magical happens. Your posture improves, your breathing strengthens, your mind sharpens, and your confidence rises. You walk differently. You talk differently. You think differently. You start acting like someone who deserves success. Taking care of your body is an act of self-respect. It is a message to yourself that says, I value my life, I value my future. I am preparing myself for greatness. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. Small steps compound. Tiny changes create massive results. Move your body, fuel your body, respect your body. Because your goals need energy, your dreams need strength, and your purpose needs stamina. A sharp mind in a weak body is like a powerful engine in a broken car. You deserve to run fast, stand tall, think clearly, and feel unstoppable. Your body is your first home, your first tool, your first partner in success. Treat it like the treasure it is, and it will carry you to the life you are building. There is a moment in every dreamer's journey where thinking must end and doing must begin. Successful people live by a simple rule: action beats intention. Every single time. Ideas are easy, motivation is temporary, plans are good, but execution, that is where champions are made. Most people wait. They wait for the right mood, the right moment, the right confidence, the right opportunity. They say, I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it when I feel ready. I'll begin when things settle. But the truth, tomorrow is the graveyard of dreams. Ready is a myth. Perfect never arrives. Successful people don't wait, they start, even when they feel nervous, even when the path isn't clear, even when the steps seem small. They know movement creates clarity. Action builds courage. Progress destroys fear. They don't study life more than they live it. They don't drown in overthinking. They don't spend months planning for a moment that requires stepping forward now. They take action and adjust along the way. A poor plan executed aggressively always outperforms a perfect plan never acted on. Action is momentum, and momentum is power. Every day, do something, even one small step, that pushes you closer to your goals. Write one page, make one sales call, research one opportunity. Practice one skill, publish one post, build one piece of your dream. Success is not built in sudden explosions of effort. It is built in daily movement, steady and disciplined. Remember this, you don't have to feel confident to act. Confidence is not the starting point. It is the reward for taking action consistently. Most people underestimate what small daily actions can do. One workout makes you stronger. 1 hour of practice makes you better. One brave choice makes you bolder. One decision to try makes you unstoppable. And yes, you will fail sometimes. Yes, you will feel uncomfortable. Yes, people may doubt you. But successful people move anyway because comfort is temporary but regret is forever. Action builds skill. Action builds belief. Action builds success. Everything you want is waiting, but it cannot come to someone standing still. So show up, get started. Move even if you move slowly, because direction matters more than speed. And each step you take tells your future, I am serious, I am committed, I am coming. You do not manifest success by talking about it, you manifest it by working for it. Take action today, take action tomorrow, take action always. One day, the world will see the results, but you will know it began the moment you stopped waiting and started doing. True success is not just about achieving more, it's about appreciating more. Successful people don't just chase goals, they nourish their mindset through gratitude. Why? Because gratitude keeps you powerful, peaceful, and focused. When you train your mind to notice what is good in your life begins to expand in goodness. Gratitude is not a soft emotion, it is a mental strength habit. It keeps you calm in chaos, focused in struggle, and humble in success. Most people say, I'll be grateful when I succeed. But successful people say, I am grateful, and that is why I succeed. Gratitude doesn't mean settling, it means recognizing what you have while working for what you want. It eliminates jealousy, comparison, and negativity, the silent killers of ambition. White heavy check mark why gratitude matters in success. It raises your emotional energy, it strengthens resilience, it shifts focus from problems to possibilities, it attracts positivity and opportunity, it reminds you how far you've already come, it keeps ego from blinding you. When you feel grateful, your mind opens. When you feel entitled, your growth stops. Gratitude protects your character while your success grows. Brain daily gratitude ritual. Successful people practice gratitude intentionally, not randomly. They don't wait for blessings to appear, they create awareness of them. Every morning or night, ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? What progress have I made? Who helped me grow? What challenge made me stronger? Write down 3 things daily, even simple ones. Sparkles a lesson you learned, sparkles a person who supports you, sparkles the chance to try again, sparkles the health you have, sparkles the dreams you're chasing. Gratitude is not about perfection, it's about perspective. Person male gratitude during struggle. Anyone can be grateful when life is great, but successful people practice gratitude even in hardship. They don't say, why is this happening to me? They say, what is this teaching me? Every setback carries a lesson. Every delay protects you from wrong timing. Every struggle strengthens your capacity. Gratitude turns frustration into growth. When you stop complaining and start appreciating, your mind becomes stronger than your circumstances. And that is where success is truly born. Seedlings stay humble, stay hungry. Gratitude keeps you humble. Ambition keeps you hungry. Together, they create unstoppable power. Be grateful but never comfortable. Celebrate progress but never stop growing. The universe responds to a grateful heart. It opens doors that force cannot open. Say thank you for what you have. Work fiercely for what you want. And remember, you attract more when you appreciate what you already have. Gratitude is the quiet power behind every great achiever. Practice it daily and your success will not only grow, it will feel meaningful, peaceful, and fulfilling. Every successful person has a secret weapon, and it's not talent, connections, or luck. It is discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your reality. Motivation gets you excited. Discipline gets you results. Motivation says, I feel like working today. Discipline says, I work whether I feel like it or not. Most people wait for motivation. That's why most people never reach greatness. Successful people train their mind like a warrior trains for battle. They do not negotiate with laziness, excuses, or comfort. You cannot build a powerful life with weak habits. Fire why discipline matters. Discipline creates consistency, confidence, strength, progress, self-respect. When you keep promises to yourself, you rise. When you break promises to yourself, you shrink. Every time you show up when it's hard, you build a stronger identity. I am someone who follows through. That identity becomes a shield against failure and doubt. When you skip your discipline, you tell yourself, I am not strong enough. But every time you do what must be done, your future expands. White heavy check mark. Small discipline wins daily, not grand gestures, simple habits, every day. Wake up when you said you would. Stick to your plan. Finish what you started. Do uncomfortable tasks first. Stay away from distractions. Practice self-control with food, screen, and time. Discipline is built in the ordinary moments when no one is watching. It's the invisible work that produces visible success. Discipline is a choice, not a feeling. You won't always feel motivated. No one does. But successful people don't rely on feelings. They rely on commitment. They wake up tired and work. They feel stressed and continue. They face difficulties and still push forward. They don't create excuses, they create habits. Oncoming fist. The pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. Discipline hurts now. Regret hurts forever. Successful people choose the temporary discomfort of discipline over the lifelong pain of what if. They know comfort kills dreams. Ease builds weakness. Hard work builds character. Seedling discipline is freedom. It may feel strict, but discipline is not punishment, it is freedom. Freedom from failure, freedom from fear, freedom from regret, freedom to build the life you dream about. As Jocko Willink says, discipline equals freedom. Sparkles become unstoppable. Every great success story is built on discipline. Athletes training before sunrise, entrepreneurs working when others rest, students studying when others scroll, creators practicing endlessly. This is the truth. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be consistent. Your future self is watching you. It is begging you to stay committed. Every disciplined day is a brick in the foundation of your greatness. Show up daily. Train your willpower. Do the work even when it's boring, especially when it's boring. Because discipline isn't about feeling powerful, it's about becoming powerful. Success belongs to the ones who stay disciplined long after the excitement fades. No matter how strong, talented, or determined you are, success is not a one-person road. Every successful person understands one powerful truth. You rise higher when you rise with others. Success isn't only about what you do, it's also about who you surround yourself with. Your circle shapes your vision, your mindset, your habits, and your future. There are two types of people in life: those who lift you and those who drain you. Every successful individual learns to choose wisely. Great achievements are rarely the result of isolation. Behind every winner stands mentors who guided them, friends who believed in them, teammates who worked with them, family who supported them, colleagues who inspired them, networks that opened doors. Success multiplies when shared, knowledge grows, opportunities expand, ideas evolve. Glowing star. Choose growth-driven connections. Surround yourself with people who talk about goals, not gossip, ideas, not individuals, growth, not excuses, dreams, not drama. If you constantly sit with people who doubt themselves, complain, or stay stuck, you will feel pulled down. If you surround yourself with doers, dreamers, thinkers, and fighters, you rise. Energy is contagious. Mindset spreads. Ambition is shared. Protect your circle like you protect your future. Handshake. Give value before you expect value. Your network becomes powerful not when you seek benefits, but when you give support. Encourage someone, share knowledge, show appreciation, celebrate others' wins, offer help without keeping score. People remember kindness. They trust sincerity. The strongest relationships are built on value, not use. When you help others succeed, success finds its way back to you. Speaking, communicate with respect and courage. Great relationships require honesty, active listening, patience, empathy, understanding boundaries. Successful people don't avoid hard conversations. They handle them with maturity. They don't cling to ego. They choose growth over being right. They say what they mean, but speak from clarity, not anger. They forgive but learn. They trust but observe. Raised hand, not everyone can stay, and that's okay. As you grow, your circle may change. Some will cheer for you. Some will leave. Some will envy. Some will return when you succeed. Do not fear losing people, fear losing yourself to keep them. Let go of those who drain your energy, mock your goals, celebrate your failures, discourage your efforts. Your time is sacred, protect it. Seedling relationships make success meaningful. What is the point of reaching the top if you stand there alone with no one to share victory with? True fulfillment comes not from applause, but from connection, support, and love. Grow your circle wisely. Nurture meaningful bonds. Be loyal, be supportive, be present. Success is sweeter when shared. And real wealth is not just money, it's people who grow with you. The final habit that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers is not genius, luck, or shortcuts. It is consistency. Consistency means showing up again and again and again, long after the excitement fades, long after the results are invisible, long after doubt whispers quit. Successful people do not rely on mood, they rely on commitment. They don't chase motivation, they build routine. They don't stop because progress is slow, they trust the process. The one who works every day beats the one who works hard occasionally. Anyone can be disciplined for a day. Anyone can start strong. But only the few continue strong, and that is why the few succeed. Brick's consistency builds identity. Every time you show up, even when it's difficult, you tell yourself, I am someone who follows through. I am someone who keeps going. I am someone who finishes what I start. That identity becomes your armor. It becomes the foundation of your confidence, your discipline, and your destiny. Consistency is not about perfection, it's about persistence. You will have days you feel tired, days when nothing seems to work, days when progress feels invisible. But success is built on invisible progress, small steps that compound over time. One more page, one more workout, one more practice session, one more hour of learning, one more attempt. Each small action adds up like drops filling an ocean. Seedling trust the slow growth. The world worships instant results. But long-lasting success is slow-cooked, not microwaved. A tree doesn't grow overnight, but every day, roots deepen, trunk strengthens, branches stretch. Your dreams are growing the same way, silently, steadily, faithfully. Don't rush greatness. Nurture it. Systems, inspiration, consistency is easier when you build systems. Set small daily goals, create time blocks, track progress, remove distractions, reward effort, not just results. Keep your environment aligned with your mission. Systems make success automatic. Habits make excellence routine. Crossed consistency survives doubt. There will be moments when you question yourself. You feel alone. You feel stuck. You feel tired. In those moments, remember, giants are built in silence. Winners are shaped in patience. And legends are made by those who refuse to stop. The world does not belong to the smartest, it belongs to the consistent. Trophies show up, always. Stay committed when it's boring. Push when it's tough. Continue when no one claps. Grow when no one is watching. Because every champion was once a beginner who refused to quit. Success doesn't ask for perfection, it asks for loyalty to your dream. Show up today. Show up tomorrow. Show up always. Your future self will look back and say, I am here because you never gave up. And that will be your greatest victory.